Okay guys, so finally the top 5 of the strongest pullers in Spain. What's gonna be the order? Who is stronger than this other? What's the criteria for this top? These questions are gonna be answered through the whole video. I've been having a really hard work for choosing all these motherfuckers, so I really appreciate that you appreciate my fucking work, because I haven't even taken a fucking decent breakfast. I've been eating eggs and fucking banana. Let's go straight into the top. Okay guys, top 10. Manu Perez. I think this guy is really a good balancer in what means to be good in front lever and what means to be good in Victorian. Most of the guys in this top are just trying to be good in SAT and have a little bit on front lever, a little bit of no fouls, because that's really useful in competition. I think Manu Perez, even if he's not like the super strongest guy in terms of front lever like SAT as fuck and front lever pull-ups as fuck, it's really good in balancing the skills. Being good in Victorian and being good in front lever is something that, if you haven't tried it, is really hard to do. He's probably like one of the 3 people that can do 3 or 4 Victorian presses. You can see here the form is really good. He can do wide Victorian, he can do a lot of crazy shit. And he maintains a good retraction position while he's doing his pull elements. Also, he's very clean in what means to be doing wide pull up to touch, SAT, he has a good close grip level, and I think the balance of these 2 type of skills is what makes him go into the top 10. I think you can recognize he has a very good scapula position while doing his front levers, and that he can do really good in Victorian. I really had the doubt to put him a little bit up in the top, because the amount of work you need to put to be doing good Victorian and good front lever is really underrated. But as I'm gonna be explaining later, I needed to take into account another variables for the names above. Top 9. Manu Perez. Probably you're gonna be wanting to kill me, because how is Manu top 9? He's probably one of the 4 persons that can do 10 to SAT. But yeah, as I said before, it's really good to understand that pull is not one-dimensional. Manu is a guy that probably can win a battle against guys that are above him in the top, and an only front lever battle, obviously. Why I decided to put him here in the top 9 is because he has a very SAT level, wide front lever level, and close grip level. But regrettably, I think he doesn't have much more post-step, because this is really important. I'm judging this basing my decision on what I can see in the social media, and probably the endurance he showed yesterday or the day before in Monarchy battles is something that really needs to be highlighted. As I said, a battle between him and the guys above is probably a win for Manu, but I think he needs to be a little bit more complete, or to post a little bit more of his things to be considered above in the top. Top 8. Iker Sanchez. Okay guys, so Iker, even if he's more known in social media because he's doing this like influencer job and making all us laugh because of the memes, I think most of you haven't really seen the insane stuff he can do. I'm gonna be showing a little bit of the stuff right here. As you see guys, the soupy level that he has is probably something that I don't know how many people in the top, like 5 or 6 people on the top can do. He's top 8. Obviously the guy is really strong in this area because he's doing depth. He's doing the great depth of the elbows to surpass the depth we are actually using for fast grip and for SAT and for wide and for a lot of the elements that are under the bar. And what can I say to introduce this fucking element? He's the only guy doing it in the top, and he's not more above in the top because he lacks some completeness, he lacks some endurance in close grip, but basically he's really strong. That's why he has this place in the top and not lower, because he can do basically one of the hardest elements in Spain. Doing a floor Victorian is such a specific level that you need to take time from other elements to train this. So basically he could be better in, I don't know, SAT, he could be better in no fouls, he could be better in a lot of things if he didn't train for this. So that's why I'm explaining through the top that being complete is just so hard. Also he can do SAT, not like a super exceptional level, but at least he can do it, showing that he's complete. It was very hard to take this decision because as Iker doesn't really have a lot of close grip endurance and a lot of SAT endurance, I needed to take my decision basing in the fact that he's the fucking only guy who can do Victorian press and this soupy close grip level that is really hard. Pretty sure that he's one of the 2 persons doing floor Victorian in this top. Top 7, Niamber. It was really hard. To be honest, like 30 minutes ago, I thought this guy was gonna be one post above. Because he's really clean, he can do a lot of variations, he can do no fouls, he can do close grip insupinated, he can do a good Victorian, which is really important to show that you can go into those heights, because that's the second area of the scale that I did. And he has a very good SAT. Check this shit. I think this shit is basically, I don't know, white SAT or something like that. Also, he can show a good level in close grip. And check this variation, this is fucking beautiful. Bro, I fucking broke the egg. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm gonna be cooking that and I'm gonna be coming back. Miamber was one of the guys that motivated me to do this page, along with Frank Concoy and another guys, because he was really showing what meant to be original in the game of pulling. Also, he's one of the few that can do a straight arm one arm from lever. And you're gonna say, oh, but this guy is retracting more, but with the bent arm. Bro, if you straight your arm, retracting is much harder. Top 6. Christian Zaplaic. This guy is really mind-blowing in the combinations he can do. I really had an internal conversation with myself to put him in this post, because I didn't know if he could do Victorian or no fouls or Victorian press on parallels. But the amount of shit he can pull together in a fucking combo, like check this fucking combination. Like I don't even know what I'm watching, guys. This is so insane. This is so insane, guys. Like doing a one arm front lever and then still going for the front lever pull-ups to touch and doing a, I don't know, man, like this guy is so strong in sets. Contemplating my life in a nutshell. Dude, what the fuck am I doing? So strong in set. Also, the guy combinates with one arm front lever, which I think is really important to highlight, because maybe he's not the most complete in these areas, but doing one arm front lever is an element that isolates a lot of a specific strength. So even if one arm front lever is at the same level of front lever pull-ups and sat and these other things, it's really specific. So I think this is something that I really need to mention in analysis in YouTube or in other place. But I think one arm front lever really makes you more complete, even more than doing sat and doing weight touches, because one arm front lever is something that really needs to be trained and sacrificing time for other elements too, as in the case of Victorian in the other post I mentioned. I think Zaplaic really explains himself. In no fouls in his profile, I only found this super close grip pull-up clip, but I think that's enough because of the level he has in other things that just explains himself. He's really good combinating, and being really good combinating, even if you're not the most complete, is something that is more hard to do than balancing a good level into things, because you need to combine power moves, and to combine power moves is something really hard, especially power moves of this fucking caliber. Top 5. Finally, Adri Static. I think a lot of guys wouldn't be agreeing with this, because if you see his profile, he doesn't have a lot of posted, but I saw him in Iberian battles. He did a very good sat level and front level in general in the Iberian that Alpha 1. I don't know what was the number of that edition, but yeah, the one that Alpha 1 and that Elias got second. But yeah, that's really explained himself. Also, why I am putting him above Zaplaic, if Zaplaic maybe has a little bit more level in terms of sats and in terms of combining with one arm. I think the fact that Adrian is doing Victorian is really important, because it really shows that he is going into the second area of more depth. I have some clips recorded of him in the variants I judged, and I think that really explains why I think this is really important. He's doing a little bit of Victorian, not super insane level, but very good level, and also he can do press of Victorian. I can't find the clip, but I am 100% sure that I saw that in his profile like 3 years ago, but probably the guy just deleted it because he didn't like that too much. Being able to do two areas and being good in set and being good in close grip also is something really important. Top 4. We're getting near to the ending. Alvarito. I think Alvarito the other day won to Focacci, if I'm not incorrect. That's super hyping me. I don't know if that's correct, but if you could tell me in the comments if that was real, I'm super happy, because Alvarito really deserves I don't know if he's better than Fogachi, but yeah, he's really strong. Well, nothing to do with this stuff, but anyway, Alvarito is really good in one for lever, he's really good in combinated one for lever with Sat, and he's really good in general. He's just so fucking good in close grip, he's really good in slow pull up to touch, he is really good in maintaining a decent scapula position. I think he really deserves to be here. I don't think he's more complete than some of the guys on there because he doesn't show a lot of no fouls, he doesn't show a lot of Victorian, but he's so strong in combinating. With the same analysis that I did for Zaplaic, I think this guy is so good in combinating that he really deserves to be here in the top. Just watch this combination. You tell me, guys, you tell me what the fuck I just saw. Crazy, it's just so crazy. Top 3, Pablo Workout. This guy is really complete. I think that really explains himself. I saw also the videos that he recorded for the competition of Monarchy. I mean the videos that he performed for the competition. And he's like a similar case to Alvarito. But the thing is that probably Alvarito in a competition is better than Pablo. But in terms of who is more complete, Pablo really shows soupy, really shows no fouls. Also, I don't know if he can show a lot of Victorian, but I saw Victorian of 2024 and it's not a really bad Victorian, and it really shows that he can go higher. The Victorian of 2 years ago is something that he definitely improved even if he didn't train that, because the correlation between doing supinated and doing Victorian is something that a lot of level masters can tell you. Like if you stay one day trying to do a good Victorian, you're gonna get it really fast. So the depth strength, which is the thing in the second area, is there. Also, he can do one for lever, not like a super insane one for lever, but it's a very good one for lever for combinating and for doing a lot of the stuff. Also in Sat, he's really good. I think he really deserves to be the third here. So while we're watching this clip of Pablo, I am really confirming that he really deserves to be the third. It was really hard deciding between Pablito and the fourth and the fifth, but yeah, he really deserves. He is more strong, he has more depth, he has a good level in Sat, he has a good level in close. Well, I think he has more than good level in Sat. He's really good in Sat, I would say. Top 2. I'm gonna be super honest. I think right here, with Ubas Nari, which is the top 2, we're gonna be having a very different level. Very different level. He can do floor Victorian, he's probably one of the best guys in terms of Victorian cross and in terms of Caruso. He can do Supi Caruso on rings, obviously not a real element because a Victorian is with the height of the shoulders and the hips in the same level, but just doing that shows the amount of fucking strength he can perform. Also, I don't know if more people in Spain apart from him and the top 1 can do Supi Sat and Supi Caruso and Supi Press. Also, he got commented by Onizuka on a video in which he does Supi Sat and high bar, which is really strong. Probably we're watching it right now because I'm gonna be editing this like for 2 fucking hours. And yeah, like I don't know, like it explains himself. He's really good in everything, Ubas. Maybe he's not the cleanest in terms of comparing him to the other guys, but if you ask him to do clean, he probably can do like 3 reps more than all the other guys in this stuff. But that's not the important thing, because hypothetical scenarios are not what makes him the strong guy he is. He can do floor Victorian, he can do Victorian press in good form, he can do Sat, he can do close grip. In his close grip, regrettably, he uses too much close grip, I would say, but yeah, that, well, I don't know how to judge close grip in terms of adding this extra grip, but I think he's so good in close grip anyway, so that really compensates the level of fouls he puts. I've seen clips of him doing no fouls. He's not the best, definitely, but he's really good anyway. Also, I don't know, guys, I just see the Victorian cross and I think for myself, like, what the fuck. Also, he's white Victorian on P-bars, and he's really basically in the 3 areas. 3 areas are covered. In one for lever, that's mainly a good difficulty he has. He can do it, but it's not the best. But I think the difficulty he puts in terms of fucking Victorian and Victorian cross and Sat and combinations that are long, mixing all the grips, that really is fucking epic. Okay, top 1. Who do you think that is, guys? I don't think I need to introduce the freaking guy. He's awesome. He's one of the best in the world. He's considered by some to be the greatest of all time. I don't know right now because I have a lot of debate, internal debate about that, but he's really one of the strongest pullers in the world, not even Spain. He's one of the strongest in the world. He can do reverse, he can do Victorian high, high Victorian, he can do Victorian cross, he can do Carousel just using his fucking hands and a little bit of grip. And he's just so good combining all the stuff. Even with push, we doesn't really have a lot of saying right here in the top pulling, but he can do a fucking Van Gelder, and then he can go straight into Victorian cross, which is so hard to position yourself in that after doing push elements so hard. I don't know where's this clip, but he can do like 16 to touch in SAT, which is really fucking insane. And I don't mean pull-ups and then SAT, I mean SAT straight away to 16 reps to touch, or 15, I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure that I posted that in somewhere in front of Liver. He has one of the best wonderful levers also. I think he can do, and yeah, he can do pull-up, he can do pull-up, and he can do pull-up and then SAT. He can combine every fucking possible shit in this game. Obviously, he's not the strongest puller in the world, but he does have an advantage in terms and the reference to all the people in Spain. I think he's clearly the winner, and we don't really have to have much debate about it. So right now, more than discussing why he's the top one and justifying that, we're just gonna be seeing some of the motherfucker clips. So yeah, I think you understand. I think there's no much more justification than just seeing what I'm seeing right fucking now. I'm gonna be mentioning some honorific mentions because the top 10 wasn't long enough to highlight all the effort of the athletes that do pull in this country. First of all, guys, I really want to highlight Adrian MB, which is, in my personal opinion, the best freestyler there, and by far I don't think there's not even a match there. Like, there's not a person that is close to him in terms of being complete and being really good, and I think he's the best puller in the freestyle world there, and he's one of the best pullers in the freestyle world, in the whole freestyle world, like not even Spain. The reason that I choose to not put him here in the top is that because mainly he's just doing close grip and SAT, but the level he has in close grip, SAT and wide grip is really good, but I don't know if he's like trying to reach more areas like the one I explained already to you. He has a wonderful lever that is really good. Regularly the only clip I could select was one of 1 second or something, so I can't really judge a lot of his wonderful lever, but definitely he deserves a lot of respect, and I think he deserves to be fighting for the world champion level. Obviously, his discussion is not here with the top pullers, but with the best athletes in the world, so I'm gonna be giving a lot of respect to him. Alex. We're gonna be seeing some of the most insane fucking combinations in arcers, and some of the most insane combinations of SAT and arcers and white touch, which are fucking insane. Freaking insane, as you're watching right now in the screen. I don't know how much time this guy took to be this good in wide and arcers, but I really think he deserves to be mentioned. Should I eat a kiwi, guys, or too gay? Other honorific mention, I think Shakir is so good, and also he's also a freestyler. I think he's really good. He can do combinations. He really team bar. Probably you have seen him in my edits, but I don't know if you know the name. So I think he's really good athlete. He really has a good runner from lever. So yeah, I really need to highlight this guy because he's really good, and I love his style. I love his style more than a lot of the guys in the top, but yeah, I needed to take some decisions. So basically that's only the reason that I didn't put him there. But really, he's really insane, and I didn't want to end the video without saying that he's one of my favorite athletes in pulling there in Spain, definitely. Other honorific mention, the really only reason that I didn't put Jose Lopez in the top was because a guy told me that he's training basics right now, so he's not in his elite performance. But yeah, also Jose Lopez was one of the guys that motivated me to create from Liver Fever, because he was doing such stylish things, and he did a lot of arcers and all that stuff that I really didn't know in 2020, 2021. See right now, incredible. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. I don't know how much long this video is gonna be going, but I'm gonna try to edit it into 15 minutes or at least 16 minutes. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and this was all for today. Mono Petenero is the fucking king. Guys, as you can see, I dedicated the fuck out of my time to this video, and I really took like 3 days. So if you could take a like, a subscription, and maybe a commentary, it would be really cool for the appreciation.